Here we are at the CABOT WRENN showroom featuring some nice new tables designed by Mark Getz with power options. Some of the new seating from CABOT WRENN highlights their capabilities in wood. A sculptured executive chair framed with a bevel edge. Conference seating, little higher back lounge seating. We've added several new bench collections to each of the CABOT WRENN series. One of the featured products is this new high back lounge chair called Diego. Another very popular item was the new chair called Turn. You've seen these in metal. This is featured in wood with a wood-clad base over metal. Heavy, comfortable, with matching tables. Then we move over into the CABOT Care Healthcare section, where Randy's going to show us how to use a few of the pieces. Randy, can we start with the lay flat sleeper?
It's a fold over, functions very simply. It's tethered. Goes from a 3-seat sofa into a 1-person bed. We expose the moisture barrier on purpose so a family member sees that there's a moisture barrier and they're sleeping on a surface that no one has sat on or leaned back on.
With or without optional storage, Randy?
Exactly. If you want storage, it's very easy to access and a lot of it. And if you don't, you can just trim it out.
Now, what if we have a smaller patient room where they need this particular piece, say at 67 inches? Can you do that?
Absolutely. That's what makes us different. Since we don't import frames, we don't buy frames, we build frames. So we can build this any dimension you want, or we can do multiple dimensions.
Okay. Can you talk about the pull-out sleeper behind you?
Yeah, the pull-out sleeper, we want to address problems in the current market, and that is functionality, comfort, and ease of operation.
Okay.
So this just simply slides out, comes up, drops down. What's interesting, it glided out. That did not roll out. It came out on these very large AccuRide file drawer glides.
What is the weight rating on those glides, Randy?
500 pounds each.
Okay.
So you could have back-to-back bench seating in the patient room.
Okay.
Then to turn it into a bed, you simply unlock it, push it forward, drop it down.
Okay. And what if somebody wants a wider version of that for 2 people to sleep in a room?
This is 29 inches. We can take it in 2-inch increments up to 60.
Okay. Is that 60-inch interior dimension or exterior dimension?
Interior dimension.
Okay. Let's walk over here and talk about the Provide recliner, which was introduced last year and won a Gold Award. What would be an application where a designer or a hospital would use this piece, Randy?
Okay, well, we've really honed in our design work. This is a treatment area recliner.
Okay.
Okay. And really is for oncology, surgery recovery, nephrology, those areas of the hospital where a patient is receiving treatment, where caregivers are close by, because this is really a high-level technical chair.
Okay, can you show us how it operates?
Okay, it's very simple. Bring up the footrest. There's no outside handles to hit your shin on. You lean back. It's a wall saver, but more importantly, the patient moves under the caregiver, not away from them.
Okay.
You simply sit up, drop down. What is really sort of won the day is the fact that you can swing out the arms.
Okay. Good for infection control. Is that the predominant application where people would think about that, Randy?
Well, there's really 3 things: infectious control, safety of lateral transfers, and then maybe most important is human resources. Their biggest problem is back injury due to patient handling. In a recliner, it occurs trying to help someone out of the chair this way. Now the patient can turn to the side. The nurse can help them up. The nurse can step back and escort them out, or you could actually put a caregiver on both sides.
Okay, and the weight rating on this particular piece?
450 pounds.
Okay, let's move to this the swivel glider chair that you've got there, Randy.
And this does go into Trendelenburg.
Thank you.
This is the sweetest chair on the floor. It's technically a rocker, but it has a glide feel to it. It has a glide motion. It's also a swivel.
Okay. All right, let's talk about this patient chair.
This is more a therapeutic type of rock.
Oh.
Okay. With or without the ottoman. But here you're just getting that nice sort of motion
Okay.
For elderly patients, for even nursing mothers, or general comfort.
Okay, and I see that we've got a gold award on this particular recliner. Can you talk about it, please?
Absolutely. The difference between this recliner and that recliner, that's treatment. This is for patient rooms, specifically designed for patient rooms.
Okay.
And it's very innovative, and I think that's why we won gold. The first wow factor for this is the fact there's no gap between the footrest and the seat. And I really never realized the pinch point that represents. As severe as children injuring themselves, to as mundane as every single woman in their nightgown will have to pull their dress up out of the chair because it's sort of taking a bite out of it.
Okay. And that's with arms that are wood, urethane, and upholstered, I presume?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then it looks like you have a mechanism on the arm. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Right. Well, what we found, we thought everyone would buy swing-out arms, but in patient rooms there's not room to swing the arm out. So we innovated a way to essentially accomplish the same goals but without taking up near as much room.
Okay.
So now you can push the chair over to the bed, lock the casters, and transfer the person from the bed to the recliner or from the recliner to the bed.
Okay.
But we also designed it so that you have total access to the seat cushion and eliminates any wipe down between the arm and the seat.
Okay, and I see some cabinets here. It looks like they're designed for lead projects, low formaldehyde type applications.
You've got all the materials that are used in what you see come from coffee beans, wheat stalks, sunflower seed hulls, cashew nut extract, and banana trees.
Okay. And then I'm assuming you have the spill tops, the glides, the vented backs, all the different options. But here you're just featuring the fact that we can do a non-urea formaldehyde-free cabinet for indoor environmental quality credits. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Thank you, Randy.